When people think about becoming a teacher, one of the things that they worry most about is how I'm going to grade student papers, and the solution that's given by colleges of education and school systems is, well, you need to use a grading rubric. Grading rubrics appear to make things more fair. We're all being graded on the same stuff. They appear to be useful because they can be used across a district, and therefore kids know what to expect in whatever class they come into. And in writing in particular, the 6 traits scoring rubrics have become basically a standard. I'm going to talk today about why I don't like rubrics, and you'll do what you want with this information, but I'm going to try and convince you that they're not always the best thing. When we first got this NSF grant, we said that we would create standards and rubrics, and we really tried to do it. We began by looking at 6 traits and saying, how could we modify this, because this is what's considered a standard in most schools. And we really couldn't modify it because, again, it didn't prioritize things, and there were too many ideas jumbled into each little basket there. Many of the teachers with whom we've worked have tried to take these standards and put them into rubrics, and I have not seen one that's successful. I mean, they end up saying things like, is this an excellent topic? Is this a good topic? Is this a fair topic? Or is this a bad topic? That doesn't help you in any way in terms of either grading or rubric. Most teachers are trying to quantify things. So they'll say, you need to have at least 4 sources. And if you have 4, that gets you the top rubric grade. And if you have 3, that's the next rubric grade. And if you have 2, that's the lower grade. But what if the 2 are really the only 2 sources around and they're really good? We've just told the student they've done a fair job, as opposed to somebody who's identified more sources because there is more information about their topic, but has really done a much less complete job. Also, you might have a number of sources that are really excellent. You might be giving credit for attributing them, but the attribution is wrong. So the other thing about rubrics is that there are lots of ways to create and to read a good article. And if we try and nail it down to one way, we get messed up. Now, in terms of science writing, what we've come to realize is that getting a good idea or getting a good topic is absolutely essential to anything that comes afterward. So that if you're trying to grade an idea at the same time you're trying to look at things like voice and mechanics and use of sources or whatever else it is, it seems to not prioritize topic choice in a way that is necessary if a kid wants to move on. Similarly, if they've got a really good topic and you're giving them credit for topic, or you're trying to get them to attend a topic, it's setting them back. So I guess my first point is you need to know what's important, what it is that you're looking for when you think about grading students. And I am not sure, although you might think that a rubric is helping you, the question is it really helping the student? If you take something like topic or idea, there are several ways that you could mess up your topic or idea. One is it's too large, another is that it's too small, another is that there isn't the research to support whatever idea it is that you're considering, another is that that you have too strong an opinion about it, and therefore you're not doing the research. Anyway, there are all these things that are sort of part of topic. And what we do when we create a rubric is that we layer them, we put them all into that topic basket. And therefore, we're not able to give the kid that specific feedback they need. So, what am I recommending? I am recommending that, first of all, anytime you're going to grade something with students, that you start with a conversation with the students. And you say, so what is it that we need you to be looking at right now? Sometimes they're in different places. So you might want to get a group together that doesn't have a topic and meet with them. And from that, you can come up with either a list of questions or what I would call a spec sheet, a specification sheet, that basically helps you look at the specifics under any given field. There will probably be a group in your class who have topics right away. They're just perfect. You don't need to monkey around with that. You don't need to spend time with that. And so let's say the kid has a great topic, and then the next question they're dealing with is, where am I going to find resources? How am I going to get information? So you would want to meet with them again to say, have I found credible sources? Have I found multiple credible sources? Do I remember where those sources are? Have I lost the little piece of paper where I had written down those sources? And again, that becomes a separate kind of item. What I guess I'm arguing against with these rubrics is the conflating of too many issues, and when you've got, as a teaching device, there are too many things going on at once. So, I mean, how do you check all this stuff? It's way too complicated. The truth is, for a teacher to respond effectively to student work, the teacher needs to learn to trust themselves. The teacher needs some experience knowing the kid, and the teacher needs some experience knowing the subject.